Hello everybody, it's Bourbon Bill, and tonight, a very special episode. We're diving into one of my probably least favorite distilleries, or just distillery I could give less of a crap about, to maybe the only offering that I would probably enjoy from them. It's High West Bourye 2025 release, courtesy sample from Dave Vogel, saying thank you, sir. He's always been a long time supporter of the channel. Look, if you're new to this channel, the High West really isn't my jam. You have the High West Midwinter Night's Dram. Terrible, terrible stuff for the price compared to Sagamore Port. Sagamore Port just smokes it every year, and every year Sagamore Port is a lot cheaper, and that just becomes more and more of a disaster. So, look, once High West years ago switched from MGP to their own distillate or whatever they're doing, it just fell off the tracks, and it's been terrible. One release that used to kind of be distillery only was this High West Bourye. And it was always, on the website it says a minimum of 10 years old. So it's a 10-year-old rye and a 10-year-old bourbon, mixed together in there. And that's really all they disclose. Could be older, just says minimum of 10. So it's pretty exciting. 92 proof though. So just a little low on the proof. Compute 46% alcohol by volume. Like I said, it used to be distillery only. They have started, releasing this to, I guess, certain states. PA even got some this year. I think this is the first year PA got some, but I think it's been the past 2 years, perhaps. They've kind of been beyond just the distillery. Another bad here is the cost. MSRP in 2025, $125 hairs a bottle. And gosh, that seems expensive, right? When we're sitting here saying it's 92 proof. But it is 10 years old. What else is expensive in 10 years old? A Michter's 10, right? And some of those bottles have been worth about 40. Some of them drink gosh dang terrible. I know, the 2023 and 2024 have been pretty decent, but some of them have been horrible. And Michter's is almost always overpriced. So I guess they're trying to take a playbook out of that, but I don't know. I think the pricing is kind of shit, really, for being honest. Let's see how it is. Thank you again, Dave, for the sample. Color, light, as you'd expect for 92 proof. On the nose. And again, this is a Bourye, which means a blend of bourbon and rye. Let's see if we get both on the nostrils. Oh, that smells good. It's definitely MGP. I'm not sure if it says on the bottle because I don't have the bottle, but it's definitely MGP rye, 95.5 rye. That comes through quite a bit on this one. You get that citrus. You get a little citrus, cherry, rye spice, and some oak. I mean, the oak's here. Very pleasant, but smells pretty rye heavy. Not getting a ton of bourbon-esque on here. Down the hatch. Man, is that pretty good. I get like rye spice, bubblegum, caramel, a little bit of citrus, some oak. Finish isn't super long, but it's 92 proof. I think the bourbon comes in with a little bit of caramel flavor in there, but just out of curiosity. Here's a 10-year 95.5 from MGP for the low price of $50 hairs a bottle. At 91.2 proof. Almost the same proof, folks. Almost the same proof. Less than half the price. Now it's all rye though, it's all rye, but that's just our problem here, right? Because we know that this High West Bourye is probably MGP. I mean, it smells just like it. All right, on the nose of the Bulleit 10. Oh yeah. This is definitely the component in this. Yep. And there's the addition of the bourbon here, which does add a little bit of depth of flavor. I will say there's a more pronounced caramel note, but this is 75% of the nose here is what you're getting on the High West Bourye for less than half price. Bulleit 10 down the hatch. Man, is that Bulleit 10 good. A little bit softer finish, a little bit less caramel, but it's got the citrus, it's got the oak. I don't know. I don't even know if this High West Bourye is that much better. Back to the High West Bourye. The High West Bourye is better, but barely, and that just is like, fuck you, High West. Like, what a ripoff. You know, like, guys, here's 10-year rye for $50 hairs. Don't go spend $125 on a Bourye from High West. Truthfully, this year's Bourye from High West leans more into the rye flavor. So, like, if you like it and you've had it, literally go buy a Bulleit 10. You're gonna your wallet will thank you. Now, Bourbon Bill's rating on this, flavor-wise, an A. Including value though, D. It's a terrible value. Sorry, way below average, which is what you'd expect from High West. I mean, if you thought anything less, you just haven't been paying attention. So I thought I'd make my own little Bourye blend here with Jack Daniel's 10-year batch 4, because guess what? It's a 10-year-old, although Tennessee whiskey, but it's a bourbon. It's a bourbon. 97 proof. We're just going to add a splash of that here to the old Bulleit 10 that I already have in the glass. There we go. I've just made my own probably 94-ish proof Bourye. And guess what? If I bought both those bottles for MSRP, what is that? About the same dang price as this High West Bourye. Here's Bourbon Bill's Bourye on the nose. Significantly better because we get all this barrel char, tobacco, and that citrusy MGP rye down the hatch. Bourbon Bill's Bourye blends better. I just made that. And for the same price as a 750 ml of the High West Bourye, or maybe a 700, I don't even know. I'm sure they're cheating you if they can. But anyway, for that, I can get 2 bottles. And I can make a better Bourye. So what has High West done for you? Nothing but fleece your damn wallet. So there you go. Thank you again, Dave, for the sample. You know, this is your public service announcement. Quit buying High West shit. Quit it. You get a Sagamore Port, it's better. You know, if you're into the High West Midwinter Night's Dram. If you like the Bourye, great. You know, it's good stuff. Don't get me wrong. The price is atrocious. No surprise. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you again next time. Have a good evening, everybody.